Click on 2. Click on 3, and we got this open.
That quick? Wait, but we're not a felon, right? Today, we're reacting to more lock-picking lawyer. Let's go.
This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and the Kwikset SmartKey system is rapidly becoming one of the most popular home locks in the US. I have picked all versions of it in past videos, but
never
even
heard
so,
of this
they
before.
are far more pick resistant than anything Kwikset has produced in the past. Because of that, people are thinking outside the box and have come up with some really creative ways of non-destructively opening these. Among them, this tool is probably my favorite. It's made by Locktech, and it's a small Wi-Fi camera set up in such a way that you can take pictures of the sliders inside the lock.
They want to crack this lock so bad they invented a lock breaker with a camera on it? You put that thing in and then it can see inside while you're working? That is insane. Do not give this to any robber you see. My house is getting broken into.
Once you see the sliders, this card will help you decipher how deep the cuts on the key should be. So I'm going to get this streaming to my old cell phone, and then we're going to try to find out what the key to this lock looks like.
That is insane.
Okay, we have little spacers that help you find the correct depth for each of the sliders. I'm not going to use them. I find it a little bit easier just to slide it in and stop at the correct location.
Bro, I can see in the key.
Okay, there's the first slider. That appears to be a 1 cut. I should note that if you want to save these pictures for later, just push the button on the side.
You can take a picture? Bro, I am so getting robbed. How long have these things been on the streets? Someone's gonna break into my house with this thing. Like, what are you supposed to do? It doesn't matter what kind of crazy lock you have. They just got a camera. They just look in there, they're like, oh, you got a little sloopity-doopity lock? Ah, no problem. We're gonna destroy that thing today. Like, okay.
The next slider appears to be a 5 cut.
5.
The next one is another 1 cut.
1.
Now we have what appears to be a 4
Is it a 5?
cut.
4. Sorry, I'm wrong.
The last one is a 5 cut.
That one's a 5.
The key cuts for this lock are 15145. What do we do with them? Well, in a pinch, I can get a key blank, a key gauge, and a file, and file down a new key. But I just so happen to have a special machine in my garage that's designed for cutting keys from these numbers.
Of course you do. Actually, I can make any key I want in my garage because I'm just so cool and my name is Lockpicking Lawyer.
So let's head down there and try it out. Okay, folks, I'm down in my garage with my HPC Blitz machine, which is, in my opinion at least, the gold standard when it comes to key origination. This is the card for cutting Kwikset keys, and I'm going to load a KW1 blank into the jaws.
Sure.
I'll now do my very best to cut a key safely while working around the tripod.
I'm so scared. What am I looking at? What is this thing? 1. Okay. Oh, I understand how this works. This thingy right here is like each thing, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 ridges, and then you rotate this to which deepness you want it to be. That's so cool. So now we're on 2, and we go to 5, and we do it all the way across 2, and then he turns it off. And then we go to the next one. That is so cool. And we do the 3. Boom. The 4. What's 4? 4? 4 is 4? Yeah. Wow. I need one of these. I'm waiting for him to come out and be like, okay, yeah, so this device I use is actually $7 billion, and I want one. This would be so useful if you get locked out of your house. 5. And the last one is 2, I think. Oh, we're just done. Oh, we're done? Oh. Just a quick sandy off the top. And we're done. That was like what? He made a key in like a minute? That's insane. Like what? You can break into my house in a minute. Wow.
Okay, folks. As you saw, that worked very nicely, and it's not too hard to understand why this type of attack would be very attractive to locksmiths or even to a law enforcement entry team.
Not to a robber though, right? This is not something you should give to a robber because it's very easy to use.
They would only need to be exposed in front of the door for a few seconds, then they could come back with a working key. The capability is, however, a bit pricey. This tool costs north of $300.
$300? All right, maybe I understand why the robbers don't have it. You know, maybe they're robbing because they don't have $300, you know?
And the better key cutting solutions start around $1,000.
What did I say? $1,000. We're cooked.
That said, the cost probably is not a serious obstacle to the people this tool is intended for, who probably already have the means to cut the keys.
True.
In any case, that's all I have for you today. If you do have any questions or comments about this, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe.
I want one.
Have a nice day.
I want one. Can I have yours? What is this? Defeating a killer key. What is that?
And I recently received an Amazon package from an anonymous donor containing this killer key. It's a one-time use product intended to permanently disable a door lock.
What?
When you insert the key, the pins in the lock will drop into this groove, and since there's no ramp to lift the pins as the key is withdrawn, it becomes permanently lodged. Then to make it even harder to remove, the key is grooved, so it's easy to break the bow of the key off after the blade is stuck. According to the packaging, removing this requires drilling the lock. Now, a couple of notes about this. First, if I were to make one of these keys, I'd put the groove a little bit farther down the blade of the key so there wouldn't be anything left on the outside to grab. It would look something like this.
Bro has a demonstration. Oh, by the way, your product to destroy a lock sucks. I have a better one.
And second, these can be really easy to remove if you know how they work and have the right tools. This is a notch decoder that I sell over on covertinstruments.com. I've put a tiny little barb on the side of the blade by hitting it with the corner of a small slotted screwdriver. This is the perfect tool for removing one of these killer keys. The decoder blade lifts the pins out of the way, and the barb grabs the key and pulls it out. Looks something like this.
Yeah, show me. Ruin the lock.
This is currently stuck. Then I'm going to insert. Lift all the pins out of the way, and then just pull it out, and the key comes with it.
That's crazy! I didn't know you could fit things next to a key. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's not super tight in there. I didn't realize he also sells things. Bro sells the things needed to break in.
You can see it was not a fluke. Insert
what about
this
if it's
along the
broken?
blade of the key.
Can you break
Lift
it?
all the pins, and then just pull it out.
Oh.
Okay, folks, these so-called killer keys can be pretty useful, but it's important to remember two things. First, they will not slow down a prepared attacker, and second, it's usually not necessary to drill the cylinder. In any case,
I have a question. What is this for? Why would you need to kill a lock? Is it for robbing? Is it for saving yourself from a robber? Am I stupid? I might be stupid.
This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and a couple weeks ago, I featured a tantalus bottle lock that looked an awful lot like this one. But it was secured by a wafer lock that I could jiggle open. Well, just 4 days after I posted that video, I received this great package from Mark in Buffalo, New York. For obvious reasons, it went right to the front of the queue.
Of course.
We of course have the bottle
because it's a bottle of vodka. Because we need to drink it immediately, so we gotta get this thing open.
Grey Goose vodka, but it's secured by a bottle cap lock that has no keyhole at all. I've never seen one of these, but Mark tells me in his letter he got it in a Toronto liquor store, and that it requires a special tool to open.
What?
It's clearly some sort of inventory control device, and it probably has an RF tag inside to set off an alarm at the door. Now, it's a common misconception that anti-theft devices like this one require special tools to open. All one usually needs to remove them is a powerful magnet.
A
and that's true for
magnet!
this as well. We're going to give it a try.
Oh.
Just that quickly we got it open. Let's try that one more time.
This thing is terrible. Who is this stopping? A child could walk in with a magnet and be on his way with this thing. Like, this is not hard.
Now, if we take a close look, we'll be able to see that when I move the magnet, the latches will articulate. It's a very simple device, and it is equally simple to defeat.
That's
so, Mark,
crazy.
Thank you very much for the great bottle. To everyone else, that's all I have for you today.
Hey, Mark, thank you for giving me this free bottle of vodka. I'm going to be having a good time with this. Thank you.
If you do have any questions or comments about this, please
I have
put
no
them below.
questions.
If you like this video,
thank you.
Thank you. This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and every once in a while, my big mouth gets me into trouble. Everything started a few weeks ago with an email from a locksmith who happens to be local to me in the DC area. He emailed me about a Kwikset SmartKey padlock, just like this one, but his came to him without a key and he couldn't pick it open. I may have been a little bit overzealous in explaining the ease with which they could be picked open, because after a few more emails back and forth, my overconfidence resulted in a formal challenge.
What? Bro got a challenge?
The acceptance of which is something I am already regretting. So
Why?
Here are the terms. I have to open this package on camera and pick the lock inside.
Okay.
If I open it in less than 3 minutes, I get $100.
$100? 3 minutes? It takes him like 30 seconds most times, or less. Why is this a challenge?
3 and 5 minutes, we're even. And if I don't pick it in 5 minutes, I have to pay him $100.
Oh.
So let's open this up and see if my hands can back up my big mouth.
Let's see. What is this monster opening a box like this? You're not gonna like cut it along the tape and unfold it? You're just cutting into the box? I would be scared I'm cutting something important. I guess maybe he's trying to bait me into being angry about his box cutting technique. Wow.
Okay.
Lock.
I've actually never seen one of these SmartKey padlocks come in a box. I've always seen them come in a blister pack.
A blister pack?
And looks like I got a Ford car lock as well. You'll probably see that in a future video.
What's that for?
Okay, I also have a... Oh, there we go.
A timer?
A timer.
Let's go.
And, okay, let's...
Speedrun time.
Let's start the timer and see if my big mouth is something I can back up with words. Or with actions, I should say.
Unlock it right now.
Click out of 1, nothing on 2, 3. Okay, 4, click out of him. Still binding.
What?
Okay, I think 4 set. 5 binding. Okay, I'm using a bouncing technique. I feel like 5 might be set. Nothing on 1, 2, okay, 3. 3's definitely binding. Okay,
we're almost done. I see it rotating.
Probably 4, 5, back to the beginning. 1 is binding tightly. Another click out of 1. Okay, 1 feels set. 2 binding tightly.
What?
2's probably set. 3. Okay, 4 feels set. Nothing on 5.
It's already been a minute. I'm stressed.
2 is binding tightly.
This is slower than usual. Oh.
There we go.
He did it.
Okay.
A minute 11 seconds. Wow. Okay. Sorry I doubted you, Lockpicking Lawyer. I'm sorry.
Probably got a little bit lucky, but the time was 1 minute and 11 seconds. So I guess that means I have $100 coming my way.
Let's go!
In any case, that's all I have for you.
Congrats on being $100 richer today, bro. That's what I wanted to see.
It's
what? Wait.
This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and today I'm going to show you the least secure gun lock that I've ever seen.
The least secure gun lock?
It's made by a company called Rustful, and it serves as a fine example of why those who don't understand guns should not design gun locks. Here's how it's supposed to work. What you do is screw this gun rack to a wall. You then insert this portion of it into the magazine well of an AR-15.
Okay.
We can then take the included cable lock, thread it through the back of the rack, through the trigger guard, and then lock it up.
What?
So let's follow those instructions. We're going to put this into the magazine well, take our cable, and I should note there's not enough cable to wrap all the way around the gun, and because the magazine well is blocked, we can't go through the receiver. So let's go through the trigger guard, lock it up, and according to the Amazon listing, this is sufficient to secure the gun from both children and thieves.
How?
So, why did I say this is such a bad design? First, there is absolutely nothing to stop this gun from being loaded and fired while locked. You can either load it through the ejection port, or you can just lift the whole gun off of the rack and insert a full magazine.
That's terrible! This is not stopping anybody.
You obviously would not be able to aim it well, but there's nothing that stops it from firing. Even worse, the designer of this lock apparently didn't realize that the trigger guard is designed to fold down to facilitate the use of gloves in cold weather. The intended tool to do that is the tip of a cartridge, but just to drive home the point of how dangerous this is, we're going to use my 8-year-old son's Lego astronaut.
A Lego astronaut?
All we do is push down on this little detent, and the trigger guard will fold down, and we can remove the gun from the lock.
It just got unlocked by a Lego astronaut. That is embarrassing. Your lock is so bad, the Lego cannot do it.
So, it should be very clear. This is a product that provides absolutely no safety or security, and it should obviously be avoided.
Okay.
In any case,
don't worry, I will never get this lock, but I will get that Lego astronaut. Can you send me the link to where you got that Lego astronaut? I like it.
This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and what I have for you today is a video I probably should have made a while ago. You see, I'm really lucky that you folks, my viewers, send in so many interesting locks.
Yeah, what is this?
Often they come with equally interesting stories. But every now and then, that story includes an admission to a crime. And
warning, see manager. Wait, how many criminal viewers does he have? I mean, I guess if you're a lockpicking channel, you probably have a lot of criminals trying to see how to unlock a lock, maybe.
As is the case here, lets me know that I'm in receipt of stolen property. This lock was sent in by a viewer who I'll call John Doe for obvious reasons.
John Doe?
John arrived at his rented storage unit to find the red lock of shame. It's the lock that management places on the door of a locker when the renter hasn't paid their bill. If we look carefully, we can read, "Warning, see manager."
Wait.
At that point, your only legal option is to go pay your bill and have management remove the lock.
It kind of looks like it was forcefully removed with the scuff marks right there. That's kind of what I'm getting from this.
John, however, chose a different route, involving at least 4 felonies, including the theft of his storage unit's scarlet letter. Obviously, I'm sending this right back to John's return address tomorrow, with the strong recommendation it be given back immediately.
Yeah.
But since we have it tonight, let's see what it takes to get in. I'm going to use my covert companion. We'll use the 40 thousandths thick turner.
Okay.
And my riv pick.
Riv pick.
Since we do have a really small keyway, we're going to start out with the standard hook.
How do we pick this thing?
This turner fits nicely in the bottom of the keyway. Okay, nothing on 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, little click on 5, back to the beginning. Maybe something on 1. Little click on 2. Click on 3, and we got this open.
That quick? Wait, but we're not a felon, right? Just because we open this, that doesn't make us a felon. I'm a little confused on the law. I'm gonna be honest. I hope we're not a felon.
Okay, folks, obviously that's not very impressive, and it's unlikely to slow down an experienced picker.
True.
Though that's not the point of this video. Lockpicking is fun, it's a cool skill to have in your back pocket, and when you really need it, you'll be glad you know how.
But don't do it illegally. Then you get in legal trouble. And then you send the lockpicking lawyer your lock that you picked. And then it shows that you're a criminal or something.
But like almost every other consumer product, from cars to hammers to video cameras, lockpicks can be misused. And you can get yourself in a lot of trouble. So I hope you all take the responsibility seriously. And in the words of Bosnian Bill, I hope you all stay safe and stay legal.
I will be so legal. Don't worry, I am the most legal person ever. I've never committed a crime ever. I would never commit a crime.
This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and I just received a letter from the president of Masterlock issuing me a challenge.
Bro got a challenge from the president himself? I mean, he must be pretty clouded in that community, I guess, right? Everybody in the lock community knows him?
At least the letter says it's from him. I think it's pretty clearly a joke from one of you. And a good enough joke that I'm going to read it.
Yay!
Dear Lockpicking Lawyer, here in the executive suite of Masterlock's world headquarters, we have watched your videos with both professional interest and embarrassment. Your publication of the flaws found in common master locks has been devastating to the morale of our employees. That changes today.
That changes today.
Over a year ago, I tasked our finest engineers with designing a lock that would be equal to your skill. I gave the project a generous budget and told the team to think outside the box. Rather than taking the traditional path of producing a lock that is actually pick resistant, our designers took the opportunity to cement Masterlock's reputation as an industry innovator.
Okay.
They concluded that anyone who's spent as much time as you developing picking skills probably has also developed terrible vision in the process. As you often say, security is only as good as its weakest link, and we took advantage of your weak link by adding a camouflage coating to one of our padlocks.
How does that stop him? Camouflage coating?
This coating
we're
will
going to
ensure
war?
that you can't find the lock, and as a consequence, can't pick it. You may have missed it due to the high concealment factor, but I included a sample of the new lock with this letter. Good luck finding it. We await your conclusions on this industry-leading innovation.
Wow.
Well, it took a while for my seeing eye dog to find it, but
Seeing eye dog?
we did locate the cleverly disguised lock and put a piece of pink tape on it so we don't lose it in the future. Now, let's see what it takes to pick this open. I'm going to be using a 32 thousandths thick turner in the bottom of the keyway and a wave rake. These are both
Wiggly
part
Boy!
of the Genesis set that I sell over on covertinstruments.com.
Get that Wiggly Boy in there.
Just a little bit of jiggling and we pop that open. Let's do it one more time just to make sure it was not a fluke.
That was terrible. That was so fast. That was literally like sub 2 seconds. 1, 2.
And we got
it's 2 seconds!
Just as quickly the second time.
That is so bad.
Okay, folks, I hate to further damage employee morale at Masterlock, but there are no surprises here. With just 4 pins and no security pins, the low-skill raking attack opened it very quickly.
So what you're telling me is I should never buy a master lock because they're terrible. They don't work? Okay.
In any case, that's all I have for you today.
Thank you.
If you do have any questions or...
Thank you so much.
This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and what I have for you today is a lock sent in by a fan and certified locksmith.
Certified locksmith?
In his note, he says that
He's
he
a
considers
real one.
himself a fairly good picker, but this particular lock was giving him trouble. These Avis Model 8345 padlocks are generally filled with spool pins, which alone shouldn't be too much of a problem for an experienced picker.
I don't like that it's so long. It's weird.
So I'm going to be on the lookout for another culprit. Maybe an anomaly with the bitting or something otherwise non-standard. I'm going to use top of the keyway tension with a 50 thousandths thick ergo turner.
50 thousand?
And the standard hook that I sell as part of the Genesis set. Both of these tools are available over on covertinstruments.com.
Okay, I might need to buy them.
Nice click out of 3, nothing on 4 or 5. Back to the beginning. Nothing on 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nothing.
Okay, 5 is binding now. Click there, a little bit of a false set. Number 1 is giving me some motion. I think it's set really high. Yeah, definitely a very high set pin. Number 2, little counter rotation, set him. Number 3, same thing. Counter rotation.
He's so locked in. It's got to be almost unlocked, right?
Counter rotation on 5. 5 feels set. Back to the beginning. Nothing on 1.
This one honestly might be taking him longer than the challenge lock.
3, 4. Maybe a little click on 5. Not sure what's holding us up now. There we go.
I don't know, bro.
Just a little bit.
Oh,
we got
it.
Okay, folks, it's pretty common for people to bring me locks that are giving them trouble. And I have found some common themes.
Well, it seems like the first thing is that it's very high, like the height set pins or whatever. I don't know what he says, but he has to push them up so high.
Sometimes the lock is just beyond their skill level, but I don't think that's the case here. Sometimes the bidding is tricky, or maybe the picker is just using the wrong tools. But the most common issue I see is a very high set pin number 1.
That's what I said! It's crazy though. Was this faster or slower than the other one? It felt a little slower. I don't know.
If you think about it, they're really awkward to get to. Normally, you're holding a pick at an angle like this, but a high set pin number 1, you're holding the pick all the way down here. It can be really awkward for the hand. In fact, let's pick this again using a leashy tool. And we can actually decode that first pin stack.
A what? A leashy?
Okay, I'm using the SC1 leashy. Again, this is available over on covertinstruments.com.
Wait, this is so cool. You move it up and down?
Yep, 1 is very high. Looks like a 0 cut. Little counter rotation on 2. Yep, 2 feels set. Counter rotation
3's
on 3.
also high.
3 feels set. Counter rotation on 4. 4 is set. Counter rotation on 5. And we got this open.
This tool is so good. I mean, I guess he never uses this because it's so easy. But this thing is crazy. I need one of these. Is this thing also like $1,000? Surely not. Like, it doesn't look like it would be that expensive. Maybe like 50.
And decoding this, yep, number 1 is a 0 cut.
That's insane.
Okay, folks, the lesson here is that if a lock is giving you trouble, it's definitely worth the extra second or 2 it takes just to confirm that pin number 1 is fully set.
Wait, I just realized, is that Chinese? The superior lock-picking device is Chinese? Maybe I gotta become Chinese, man.
In any case,
that's insane. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and comment below what else I should react to.